Whispers from behind the scenes suggest a powerful figure is orchestrating the dramatic collapse of Diddy Combs' empire. Sources allege that both Diddy and New York City Mayor Eric Adams are facing imminent downfall, and that one of the most influential names in the music industry may be pulling the strings. Rumors swirl that Jay-Z, once a close associate, may have held quiet control over Diddy's operations for years, and now he could be playing a key role in turning the tide against him. Explosive leaked audio from a confidential phone call reportedly exposes disturbing secrets and outlines a calculated plan to take Diddy down once and for all.
Diddy's prison phone call just leaked and it was posted by Social Details. This is allegedly a call that he had, and there's a lot of talk, a lot of code words in there, so we're gonna listen to it together. Check it out.
Do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over.
Now, this alleged leaked call from Diddy in prison was talking about getting rid of pizza boxes. Now, if you know your stuff and you're privy, you know exactly what pizza stands for, and that's probably what they're talking about and referring to on this alleged leaked call. Pizza, for those who don't know, I'm gonna make it very clean. It has to do with children and selling.
Make sure you recycle the plastic like you talked about.
Now, in this alleged phone call, he starts talking about someone named Jay. People are speculating that maybe Jay-Z, but there's no confirmation. At the same time, he talks about recycling plastic. I don't know what that could mean. If you guys have any idea, comment and let me know.
Everybody out there quiet as Yeah, exactly. We gonna let them have their little fun, but I'm still gonna have the last laugh.
I mean, it seems by the call that he's looking for help. He's saying that a lot of people are quiet, I guess people that are on his side, and that he's gonna have the last laugh at the end.
Man, just do what I told you to do, and don't forget about the list.
And then he goes on to say, don't forget about the list. And we don't know what that list is or what that implies, but this is pretty crazy. Do I think this is legitimate? There is no confirmation yet if this is legitimate or not, but this is the alleged leaked call of Diddy.
Diddy Combs has been indicted by the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York, with the latest charges introducing a new alleged victim. The indictment adds serious accusations, including an additional count of sex trafficking and another for transportation, with intent to engage in prostitution charges that could significantly increase Combs' potential prison time if convicted. As expected, Diddy has denied all allegations. His legal team claims that the individuals referenced in the case were actually his long-term partners, not victims.
Letter submitted to Judge Arun Subramanian by acting U.S. Attorney Matthew Podolsky lays out what this is about, lays out the three big differences in this new filing. Quote, the third superseding indictment contains three substantive changes to the charged offenses. First, Count 4, which is, by the way, a new count, Count 4 charges an additional substantive count of sex trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion with respect to Victim 2. Victim 2 was previously identified as a victim of sex trafficking in Count 1 of the second superseding indictment. And if you look at Count 1 in the second superseding indictment, which is racketeering conspiracy, it reads in part, Combs then used force, threats of force, and coercion to cause victims, including but not limited to 3 female victims, Victim 1, Victim 2, and Victim 3, to engage in commercial sex acts. In connection with the commercial sex acts, Combs provided the victims with, among other things, monetary payments, career opportunities, and payment of rent and housing expenses. Okay, so again, that was Count 1 in the second superseding indictment. But now, Combs is facing a new individual sex trafficking charge against Victim 2. And it reads, quote, from at least in or about 2021 up to and including in or about 2024 in the Southern District of New York and elsewhere, Sean Combs, and then it says, recruited, enticed, harbored, transported, and maintained Victim 2 and attempted, aided, and abetted, and willfully caused Victim 2 to engage in commercial sex acts, knowing and in reckless disregard for the fact that Victim 2 was engaging in commercial sex acts as a result of force, fraud, and coercion.
Diddy Combs is facing new and deeply disturbing allegations of human trafficking as a civil lawsuit filed in Florida on April 1st introduces claims from a man named Joseph Manzaro, according to court documents obtained by E! News Manzaro alleges that in April 2015, he was drug transported against his will and sexually assaulted as part of a coercive and organized criminal enterprise allegedly facilitated by Combs and others. The lawsuit goes further, naming high-profile celebrities Beyoncé, Jay-Z, and LeBron James as witnesses to the alleged events. Manzaro claims the incident began when he opened his front door and
a new twist in a high-profile lawsuit accuses rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit, originally filed in October, was refiled today to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The anonymous accuser claims the assault occurred at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. Jay-Z has denied the allegations in a statement on Roc Nation's Instagram, calling the accusations heinous and urging a criminal complaint be filed instead of a civil one. He also criticized the attorney behind the lawsuit, Tony Busby, accusing him of exploiting the case for personal gain.
And one of the people at risk, often mentioned online, was Jay-Z, real name Sean Carter, who came up in the New York rap scene alongside Sean Combs. And just a few days ago, Texas attorney Tony Busby made it official. He filed an amended complaint on behalf of a Jane Doe who says that she was raped by Combs and Carter when she was just 13 years old, that this happened at a VMA's after party back in 2000. Now, the original complaint mentioned Celebrity A and Celebrity B, a man and woman, as being present for and even Celebrity A participating in the alleged assault. Well, now Celebrity A has been identified as Jay-Z, who has adamantly denied anything like that ever happening. He is very, very clear on that. In fact, he has accused Tony Busby of extortion, saying that Busby's attempts to get celebrities to pay out huge sums of money in exchange for not being named in civil lawsuits with what he claims are false allegations amounts to blackmail. In fact, Jay-Z is believed to be the John Doe who just recently filed a lawsuit against Tony Busby anonymously, claiming extortion and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
Encountered a greasy substance resembling Vaseline, after which he reportedly lost consciousness. He says he later woke up in a different location where an associate of Combs allegedly made disturbing comments, and the abuse continued. This is not the first time Jay-Z has been linked to legal controversies involving Diddy, and according to sources, it may not be the last. As Diddy awaits trial on federal charges including sex trafficking and transportation for the purpose of prostitution, this civil suit adds another explosive layer to an already high-profile legal saga. Him that the music mogul wanted lawsuit alleges further shocking conduct at freak-off event. Combs' legal team denies claims. According to the lawsuit, Joseph Manzaro alleges
Diddy Combs looking to suppress evidence in his federal trial. Senior investigative correspondent Aaron Katursky is back with the story. Good morning again, Aaron.
And to you, Michael. You'll remember federal agents from Homeland Security investigations were hardly shy when they raided Sean Combs' opulent homes in Los Angeles and Miami, guns drawn. The jailed music mogul now argues those searches and other searches of his iCloud accounts, electronic devices, and New York City hotel room following his arrest were unconstitutional. His lawyers argue evidence obtained through those searches must be suppressed. Diddy's lawyers say the government presented a grossly distorted picture of reality when applying for the search warrants, omitting certain facts and including salacious details from an unnamed producer that were never credible. Combs has pleaded not guilty to racketeering, conspiracy, sex trafficking, and prosecution charges. The defense is also arguing here his ex-girlfriend, Cassie Ventura, was a willing participant in drug-fueled sex performances called freak-offs, not coerced as prosecutors allege.
Big breaking news tonight. For the first time in the history of New York City, a sitting mayor has been indicted for crimes. ABC News reporting that Mayor Eric Adams has been indicted by a federal grand jury. We do not know yet the exact charges. Federal authorities have been investigating Adams and members of his staff, issuing subpoenas for documents and cell phones. Several members of administration have resigned, some of them also friends of Mayor Adams. Again, Eric Adams, the 110th mayor of New York, has been indicted by a federal grand jury. We'll have the latest online and tonight on Eyewitness News at 11.
He was brought to a so-called freak-off event in a severely deteriorating physical and mental state. He claims that upon seeing his condition, Gloria Estefan expressed concern and said someone should call an ambulance. However, Manzaro states that Emilio Estefan quickly silenced her and escorted her away from the scene. The complaint also describes an encounter with NBA superstar LeBron James, who allegedly saw Manzaro, and in response to Gloria Estefan's concerns, said, "Y'all better do something about that." In response to the lawsuit, Sean Combs' legal team issued a statement to E! News, dismissing the claims as completely fabricated. The filed complaint demonstrates the depraved lengths plaintiffs will travel to garner headlines in pursuit of a payday. No sane person reading this complaint could credit this story. Mr. Combs looks forward to having his day in court, where these lies and the perverse motives of those who told them will be revealed, the statement reads. E! News has reached out to Jay-Z, Beyonce, the Estefans, and LeBron James for comment, but has not yet received a response.
You think I wasn't gonna get at you from the inside?
He has reached out to a witness, an alleged participant in multiple freak-offs.
Then why Oprah staying quiet? Why Ellen moving to another country?
And he's asking people to intimidate witnesses or pay people off.
Don't be shocked if nobody show up to testify. Don't contact me anymore, pup. I already got that Houston lawyer breathing down my neck over that 13-year-old girl. If you don't want things to get worse for you, then you need to start answering my son's phone call.
The defendant's goal is to blackmail victims and witnesses either into silence or providing testimony helpful to his defense.
New York is having a problem with leaks in this Diddy case, with alleged video of the court hearings already on the internet and leaked phone calls where he's calling witnesses. Things are getting out of control and you won't believe what he says on these calls. Recently, the DA released that Diddy was contacting witnesses from jail, and they were saying this is the reason that he shouldn't get bail. He was using other inmates' phone calls to three-way people who would then call the witnesses, and that's who he spoke to over the phone. Also, in a weird turn of events, the DA who brought these charges against Diddy is suddenly resigning from his position during the biggest case of his career, and that is strange. So let's break down this insane phone call that we found online. Legal disclaimer, people, I'm just a guy that reacts to stuff I find on the internet. So as of right now, everything is rumors, gossip, or opinions of others. Everything in this video is just alleged.
And just do what the I told you to do, and don't forget about the list. Make sure that shit is fucking signed. Alright. Good. So tell me, what's been going on? How the girls doing? How's Quincy doing? They good. Quincy, he been filming a lot. And yo, don't tell me that he's out here filming for that vlog show, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, I guess so. He do got us in it too. Yo, y'all motherfuckers stupid? Y'all understand the definition of lay low? This nigga got a fucking TV show while I'm dealing with this shit. Y'all need to just stay out the fucking press. No cameras, no nothing. Don't entertain nothing. Don't take pictures. Don't sign autographs. Just stay in the fucking house. Not me though, Pop. I do be in the crib. Everybody else just be on different shit. Don't nobody want to listen to what I gotta say. But it's all good. I got motherfuckers cutting deals left and right trying to take me down. Nah, Pop. Everything gonna be alright. We gonna get you out. Oh, I know. Cause I got one more trick up my sleeve. And this one is gonna put everybody back in their seat. I can't wait to see the look on everybody's faces when this shit happens. What you mean though, Bob? Don't even worry about it. Just do me a favor and vote for Harris. Alright? And don't be surprised when all my so-called friends do exactly that. Alright, now, did you complete everything that's on the letter? Yeah, I got the pig pen, Bob. I did it. Are you stupid? I gotta go.
Notably, this isn't the first time Jay-Z has been named in legal actions linked to Combs. Just a few months ago, he was listed as a defendant in a separate lawsuit, which included deeply troubling allegations involving a 13-year-old minor alongside Diddy. These developments add to the growing web of legal challenges surrounding some of the entertainment industry's most powerful figures. Next voik. Diddy is reportedly waiting for Jay-Z to reach out, fully aware that, at this point, Jay-Z may be the only one who can help him. Sources say Diddy has even asked his son Christian Combs to try and make
a list of items that included lights, alcohol, marijuana, ketamine, mullet, those requests started to become more frequent.
Pines claims many of these parties involved younger women.
A lot of times you'd have him with a younger female, and there's a power dynamic there. A more impressionable girl is easier to reel in. Consent is between the people that are engaged.
Contact on his behalf. However, Jay-Z, widely seen as more strategic and calculated, is allegedly working to distance himself from Diddy, entirely doing everything he can to separate his name from the growing controversy. When asked if he completed anything from the letter, he replied, "Yeah, I got the Pikmin pocket. Are you serious? I've got to go. I'll call you back." It's worth noting that Jay-Z has a controversial past. In December 1999, he stabbed former associate Lance Rivera and fled the scene. He was later charged and pleaded guilty to third-degree assault in October 2001.